This is my 2007 Aspen Sentry camper. It is a pop-up camper trailer. By the way, those little circles are from the camera. That's not actually on the cover of the trailer. It has a little spare tire on the front. It sleeps two in a comfortable, well-sized, queen-sized bed. It weighs just a little bit over 300 pounds. I pull it with my motorcycle, my Goldwing. You could pull it with a motorcycle or a car. The wheels are fairly new. They have about 600 miles on those tires. I replaced the tires and the steel wheels at the same time as I did the wheel bearing repack. You can see it folds out into a quite roomy tent with the queen-size bed at one end and then a stand-up dressing area at the other end, and it also has storage area underneath. You can see the windows have shades over top. You can zip them up. The door rolls up. You can actually pull that out and put a little porch area. Here you can see the queen-size bed inside with the mattress. It's quite comfortable for two, lots of room. The windows on both sides zip down so the walls can be completely open, as well as at the end and the door, so you can get lots of airflow through if it's a hot day. Inside, there's lots of storage you can get into from inside the trailer. I have lights on the inside of the trailer. You can get into that storage from the outside of the trailer when it's actually down. These lights are magnet mounted on the roof, so you can illuminate the inside of the trailer. That's something I added. You can actually run electric cords in from outside without letting in rain, so that you can bring in electricity if need be. You can easily move the trailer around just by pushing down on the back like I'm doing here and just pushing it where you want to go. Now I'm setting it up here on a bit of a hill. There are 4 legs on it that you can see me extending, and there's one at each corner. You want to make sure the trailer is level, and you can do that by adjusting the length of the feet on the 4 legs. This is taking me a little bit longer than usual because I'm actually doing this on a hill. Normally you would want to set up the trailer on as level a surface as you can, but I'm working with what I have here, so if you do have a hill, you can, it doesn't matter, you can still set it up, and you can see it works just fine setting it up on a little bit of a slope. So now I've leveled it. There's a little level on the tongue there, and in doing so, I've got it now set up. Now I'm going to remove the cover. Now this is a trailer that I am selling. This is a trailer that I've owned for over 10 years, and it's time for it to go. So I am using this video both as a sales video as well as an instruction video that shows you how to put it up and take it down. So we're taking off the travel cover here. The travel cover inside has a pocket that actually has a mat in it as well that I usually use as like a entryway mat. I'm not showing it in this video, but it is in there. So once you've taken off the travel cover, you then take the tent and pull it out like I'm doing right here. And then the one side lifts up and off, and you can see that it's hinged, and as it does so, it will stretch out the tent. And now the other side flips out, and there is a leg that snaps in place. You can see there. You can also extend the length of that leg and change it so that if you're not on quite level ground, you can make adjustments for that. That is where the bed actually will end up. You can see there's a little red bungee cord holding the tenting in place. I actually added that in. When I put the tent back together, you'll actually see that I forgot to put that in there, but that's where it goes, and you can see it holds the tenting in place quite well, so I would recommend that you continue to use that. So now that we've got the bed out, we're going to flip the one side back open again, or back up again, and we're going to open up the door, the zippers that allow you to get into the trailer. Now you can do this from outside, but it's a lot easier to do it from inside. So get inside the trailer, and you're going to crawl up inside there, and there's 2 fold down roof rails that flip up. One is spring loaded, the other one just lifts up on its own, and that's what gives it the roof its form, and both of those are above the bed position. So you can see I've now lifted both of those and I'm trying to make my way out. There's two other poles. Now there's one you can see I'm lifting there. They're telescopic, and what you actually do is you lift those poles up and they snap into place. And you can see there's the second one I'm doing, and then there's one more to the third that is for the entrance area. I have not yet done that one there. So now you can see I'm going to pull that one out. And I'm going to go back inside and push that one, and you'll see it snaps up into place as I extend it. There it is. So now that all the poles are fully extended, you can see how the tenting forms to the final shape, and now you can see the overall shape of the trailer now that it's extended. But we're not finished. Let's open up the windows. We can get some air going in. You can see better what I'm doing inside, and you can see those poles that I have extended that give the trailer tenting its form. There you can see the first two ceiling rails that I raised up. You can see how it raises up in place, and the back one is the spring-loaded one that folds down onto the bed. You can see what I'm doing there. And then there is the back window that is over by the bed. Underneath, in between the two mattress pieces, there are these extender bars, and this is what holds all these bars in place once the camper is up, and it keeps them from collapsing down on you or moving around when it's windy. And you just push them in place just like I'm showing here. There is a storage area underneath there that's lockable, and you can see it's got a prop rod. I've also got some lights in there. So here I'm taking out the awnings, but before we put up the awnings, this is something that I actually built for this trailer. So this is not something you're going to see on any other Aspen Sentry. And what it is some PVC pipes. So the dressing area is basically just hanging off the frame at the top there, and you can peg it down to the ground, but I found that it works a lot better if you use these poles that I created, and they come apart so they fit into the storage, but to put them in together is very easy. I just put letters everywhere, so if you put the B to the B and the C to the C and the A to the A, it goes together very simply. You can see all it does is just hold up that post, and then it lines the bottom of the dressing area as a square, and it makes the dressing area just much more rigid and more resistant against wind. So here is the storage area. If we have a look inside, I've got bins in there, which is really helpful, and then some extra storage area in front there. Is really quite a bit of storage. And there's the lights that I put in. They stick up to the steel rods, and that's a light system with dimmers. And then I'm going to put on the awnings that you poke into a little hole on the side, and then the top of the awnings are connected to the tenting with Velcro. There's 3 of these awnings, one on each side and the one on the back over the bedroom window. So you can see me do it again here, putting the Velcro in place and then putting the rods into the little holes. The back one is a little bit different. You put the Velcro in place, and then the rods actually fit into holes on the bottom of the bed. So now we can open up the door all the way, and you can see this piece actually can come out. You can put some tent poles in the end. There's some grommets there, so you can have a little porch. You can actually, you can get a screen room for that, so you can have a bug-protected screen room. There's quite a bit of different options you can get for it, or you could just roll it up out of the way like I'm doing here, and then there's the screen door. Taking it down, we start by taking the awnings out. Just pull them off. Basically, it's just Velcro, so all you have to do is just pull it. Next, we're going to take down all the PVC pipe that is holding up the dressing area. And you don't have to use that PVC pipe, but the trailer works much better with it. As I said, that's something that I just built and invented myself. Next, we're going to zip up the windows. You don't want to put it down with the window still open. And now we're going to start pulling down those supports inside. I'm going to start with the ones over the bed. You can see it starting to collapse there. Now I'm going to close up the door, and now we're going to collapse the expandable poles over the dressing area. Now we'll close up the door, and you can see I'm going to fold up the bed side. And now we're going to fold up the dressing room side, and then we will tuck up the tenting on top. And you just want to make sure everything's tucked in and not caught in any of the hinges or anything like that. And then we get the travel cover, put it on top. And you'll notice I did forget to put that bungee cord in before I did all this. And then the travel cover has a bungee around the bottom of it that you just hook onto the hooks around the outside after you've got the corners in place. And then you retract the leveling legs. You can see you just pull it and then push it in. So you've retracted it, then you pull it downwards, swing it inwards, and it locks in place. Make sure they're locked so they don't fall down. And you can lift it by the tongue and move it around without much difficulty. Pushing it up the hill here, that's what I'm doing. I'm using the tongue to actually push it up the hill. But then once I've got it on the driveway, what I'm going to do is just the standard way of moving around by pushing down on the back and then allowing it to just to lift up and push in. It's easy to move this around. So like I said, I'm selling this trailer. I'm asking $2,500 for it. It's a fantastic travel trailer. It's waterproof, easy to move, easy to pull. If you're interested, please contact me, info@goldwingdocks.com, or go to the Goldwing Docks website and you can click the Contact Us button. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave a question in the comments section below and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching.